What's up, everybody? My name is Dylan with Duel Radio, and I am with Ryan. Ryan, what do you
up?
got for us today?
I got Snake Eyes Mitsurugi.
So level 1, some ritual action, some
Yes.
pyro monsters.
Yeah, I mean, it's still the Year of Fire, so you know. No, I was going to play this at Providence, but I couldn't go last minute, so thought I would share my little give it a goo that I've been working on. So,
All right, well, let's get right into it.
yeah. So, I'll start with the main deck here. Snake Eyes Monsters, 2 Ash, 2 Poplar, 1 Oak Standard, 1 Flame Burge, 1 Diabell Star, and 1 Field Spell. I mean, this is, I think, pretty standard for Snake Eyes. I don't think anybody plays anything too much different. Not that many people play Snake Eyes right now anyways, but it's all combo pieces, so they're all essential. But you only need 1 Field Spell, even though you're playing multiple Popular. And the card came back to 2, which is nice. And then extra copies of Ash and Poplar. Alright, so for Mitsu stuff, we're playing 2 Ame, 1 Ame Murakumo, 1 Futsu, and then 2 New Guide, 2 Saji, 1 Kusanagi, and 1 Night Sword Serpent. So this guy's crazy. This is the new one that came out. Reveals itself, special summons 1 of the level 4s from deck, and then tributes a card you control. So they contribute themselves to get their effects, which I'll go over here in a second. Card's insane. Ame, because this is still the Raigeki on whenever it's summoned, and then has the Omni Negate factor to it if they don't discard a card. And Futsu, because it's part of the combo, you don't end on this. It's just used as a level 8 body, which has synergy with the Snake Eye stuff. This is the new level 4 that we got. This one is on summon, or when attributed, it searches for a Mitsuguri monster, so it's more copies of this guy. Saji, it searches for a spell or trap, and then Dark Guy here adds back one from Banish or Graveyard, and then this is a level 4 extender. This is definitely not needed, but it's nice sometimes to be able to have the extra extender to go into your Banshee plays. And then other Mitsu cards, we go 3 Insane card, 3 also Insane card, Mirror, and Trap. So Prayers, if you haven't read this card, you definitely should. It has 2 effects. It lets you add a Mitsu from your deck to hand, and then also lets you special summon 1 from hand or grave by attributing a Mitsu. I think it's actually just any reptile. Yeah, any reptile. So it's a play starter and also an extender, and yeah, it's crazy. This is Branded Fusion, but for rituals, so it's crazy. I mean, if you read Branded Fusion. Mirror is a new card that we got. This one lets you tribute from field or hand to summon from hand or grave. So it's like, I think it actually was Necros Mirror, right? Is the one that summoned from grave, or maybe Cycle. I don't remember which one it was. But, and then we're still playing 1 Omni Trap here because it's part of the combo. And then 3 copies here. We can finally play this card now in this deck because Mirror specifically lists all of the rituals on them, so you can search out with pre-prep. You can search Mirror plus any of these 3. So this by itself gets you to Ame, which is full combo. The reason why I like the Snake Eyes Mitsu build, kind of like Ryzeal, is that Ame or Ash are full combo, and I'll show you the combos at the end for it. But lots of 1-card combos in this deck. And then last 9 spots are tech spots. So I right now, for Providence, I was going to play 3 Wallows, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperm. I didn't want to play a lot of hand traps because I don't want to play into Unicorn and have them rip stuff out of my extra deck. And I know that a lot of people are playing Unicorn Kashtira packages. So I just felt like these were the best 9 to be able to play in the main. That's it for the main, just a clean 40, which is nice. Extra deck, 1 Amina, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 Hida, IP, SP. So Link 1 and Link 2s, this is part of your combo, and it's good for going second, part of your combo, and you actually, part of the combo, you get to use multiple effects on this. So not only do you get the revive off the fusion, but you end up with a ritual, so you get to draw 2, discard 2, which is crazy going first, because you can get rid of like Wallows and other bad cards that are not great going first. Hida, because it's a fire deck, and then IPSP, pretty self-explanatory for those. Play 1 Princess, 1 Ambler Whale, because we are playing Fire, and both these cards are very good. Banshee, Harbinger, and Photon. These are your 8s that you go to off your 8 play, and then Banshee is what bridges your Mitsus into the Snake Eye portion of it. So this is also played in the Ryzeal build because it searches out Ryzeals, but more importantly, it searches out Poplar, which is very nice. And then Typhon, because it's good. That's really about it. And then this card comes up. It comes up in the combo, and then also it's just generically good at going second. Being able to use your 2 back spell traps to be able to summon this, and then push 1 of their cards back on summon is very, very nice for going second. And then this is part of our combo. This, instead of playing main deck bricks to bridge the 2 engines, we play 3 extra cards in the extra deck that kind of come up anyways. And I'll show this combo here, but these 3 you have to play just to bridge Ash, normal summon Ash, into your Mitsu side. It doesn't come up super often because we play so many Mitsu cards, but when it does come up, it's good. And then these 2 cards are just generically good anyways, because you have, with like this, you have ways of getting into Arclight, so like sometimes you can end on a board with Arclight anyways. And then Trozo, being able to summon itself by using, again, your back spell trap, just has natural synergy with Snake Eyes. So that's the extra. And then I guess I can show off side deck. What I was going to play for Providence was 3 Droll, 3 Lancia, 3 Nib, 3 Evenly, and then 1 of each God card. I was maining Droll, but it's really bad against Malice, so I don't think it's worth it. But it's good against pretty much everything else. Lancia, good against Malice. Nib, in conjunction with like another hand trap, is usually enough to stop people. Evenly, because it smokes Odeon, that deck dies to this. And then the 3 God cards, because we need to stop Droll, and if we get Drolled, we need to hand rip them. So, yeah, I felt really confident about the list. I'm really sad I didn't get to use it, but hopefully somebody does something cool with it. So.
All right, well, now we got to see some of the cards. Why don't we start off with one of the combos that we got?
Yeah, so we'll start out with Ame combo here. All right, I guess we'll just do pre-prep. It's a little bit easier. Show you just the power of it. What's the best way to do it? Facing you, facing me? I don't know if I can do it facing you easily.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I'll try. Okay, so this combo is off of pre-prep, Ame, where's the other? Prayers, or this guy, or this guy. And so it can be any of these, and if you open up multiples of any of these, it just lets you extend. But any one of these is 1 card for the Mitsu side. So we'll do pre-prep just because it's the most powerful. So you're going to go pre-prep, and that is going to add you Ame, and should have had this ready earlier, and Mirror. And then you're going to go Ame effect, which is going to summon Saji from deck, and we'll tribute off Saji, so you still have these in hand. Saji effect, we'll go ahead and search out Prayers. We'll go ahead and use Prayers at this point, tributing this from hand for cost. This is definitely the best place to Ash, but the issue is if you Ash here, you're still getting a search off of the new ritual because it triggers when tributed. So it's not amazing, but this is really the only value Ash that you can really get off of this. And so off of the Prayers, you're going to add the old ritual and then summon back the Saji off the second effect. New chain, we'll go ahead and activate the Ame here, and we will add ritual to hand. And then we'll go ahead and activate Ritual. And so this will let you summon 2 reptiles from deck to summon the Ame from hand. So if you're playing Serpent, you can send Serpent plus Dark here. But if you choose not to play Serpent, I'm going to go with that combo because I think that it's a little better here. You can just send this Armasa here. So you'll send these 2, and you'll summon out, we're going to put Ame here. Summon out the Ame. Your triggers here, you're going to have both of these. So the Armasa is going to trigger to search for any Mitsu monster, and then this one's going to add back Ritual to hand. So you'll add this back, and then we will just add another copy of this guy to hand, and then we'll go ahead and activate Ritual. This one's going to be from deck with its second effect, so you'll use the 1 Ritual you already have on board, along with Futsu. We're going to put this over here, along with Futsu, and then you'll trigger Ame at this point to special summon itself back and search for Prayers, and then you'll go ahead and activate Mirror, and you'll tribute off the new ritual that you have, bring back the 1 engrave, and then that is going to trigger Futsu effect, summon itself back. All of the rituals search when they bring themselves back, which is kind of crazy. Still add the trap here. Then you'll go ahead and overlay these for, let me see here, Oh, we missed one of our triggers. Which one did we miss off the search? Oh, we never added off Armasa. My apologies, guys. So you're going to add an extra level 4 here, because we didn't send the Serpent. So anyways, once you get to this point, you're going to go ahead and overlay into Photon Lord. So at this point, they can nib you here, and this is really the only spot that they can nib you at. And the thing is, if they do nib you here, you still have your normal summon, and you're still going to get one of your triggers as well, which is nice. You're going to go Photon Lord here. Extra level 4, you're going to go ahead and normal summon, and we'll go into Banshee. Banshee will go ahead and detach to search out. This is so hard to do upside down. We'll add Poplar. Poplar will trigger special itself. Poplar will trigger again. And we'll grab the field spell. We will activate field spell at this point. And we are going to put Ash here. Then we will link off the Banshee and the Poplar for Cross Sheep. And we'll go ahead and go Poplar effect to put itself back there. You'll use the Ash and the Poplar for, this should really be here, my apologies guys, for Doom Dragon. And so at this point you're going to go Cross Sheep effect, and you're going to trigger it. It has to go in sequence, so you're going to do your draw 2 first, and then you're going to do your summon because you have a fusion. So you're pointing to those two, so you'll get 2 blank cards, and then you'll discard whatever you want from your hand. So you can discard the extra one you added earlier, or like if you have dead cards in your hand. And then the trigger off of this is going to bring back Ash. Ash effect is going to add you follow-up for next turn, which is going to be the Oak. So at this point, we have these in hand. We're going to go Oak effect, sending Temple in itself to summon out Flameburge. We will link off these two for IP. We'll go Flameburge and Cross Sheep into Princess. Flameburge effect will trigger. You'll get back these two. Princess effect, bring back Flameburge. Flameburge effect, you're going to put this guy in your back. And then link off the Ash in this for Amblo. And this is going to be your M board. So off of any of your Mitsu starters, you're going to get Oak for follow-up. You're going to set these as well. This is a Raigeki on their turn plus search as you follow up. This is the Omni Trap. You get IP to go into SP. You have Photon Lord for the monster negate. Flameburge can bring up the Doom Dragon, which will push something back to the spell and trap card zone. And then you have Still Engrave as well, Princess plus Amblo synergy. And then the Poplar can also set you up for follow-up on the next turn. So a ton of follow-up, all of it just off one card.
That is pretty crazy to have all that off of just what, prep? Like,
off of Prep, off of Armasa, off of Opening the Ritual, off of Prayers, Saji, like, it's kind of crazy.
A lot of one-card starters.
Yeah, I think the total number of one-card starters, including the Snake Eye stuff in this deck, is like, I want to say it was 15. And that was like before adding other extenders, so I think the final number is like 17 one-card starters, which is insane.
That sounds pretty crazy, and I mean, unfortunate that you didn't get to play it this weekend, but hopefully someone sees this and, you know, does something with it.
Yeah, and then if you want, I have the Ash combo as well.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
This one's a little bit different. I have to say here, shout out to Dakota, Darpinian, and Julian. I'm going to shout out Julian too, even though his combo was wacky. But shout out to Dakota. He's the one who discovered this combo and sent it to me, so, but it's insane. So this is all off Normal Summon Ash, which, as we know, is one of the best cards in the game. So you're going to start out Normal Summon Ash, Ash effect, add Poplar, Poplar effect, special, add Field Spell, and activate Field Spell. We're going to go ahead and put, where are you at here? D-Bell Star here. We are going to go link off Poplar into Anima. You're not going to use Poplar effect here. We will go Ash effect now, sending Field Spell and Ash to grave to summon out Oak. Oak effect is going to bring back Ash. Then we're going to go Oak effect using Anima and Oak for Flamebirch. And then we are going to go Flamebirch and Ash into... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back here. Before we do this, Flamebirch is going to put Anima in your back zone. And then we are going to go Flamebirch and Ash into Puzzle. And then the Flamebirch will go ahead and trigger here. We're going to bring back Poplar and Ash. And then we're going to go ahead and use these two in the spell trap zone to make Chorizo, wherever its name is. On here, when a monster is summoned to a zone this points to, it lets you modulate the level. So you make this be a level 3. And then you use this in Poplar to go ahead and make Herald. And then Poplar effect is going to go ahead and put this in your spell trap card zone. So at this point, you have a couple options. If you already have other Mitsu stuff in your hand that wasn't a normal summon, you could just play Mitsu and let the Arclight be an extra negate. But if your only starter is Ash, you'll just go ahead and continue here. So we'll link these off, and we'll go into Princess. Herald will trigger when it goes to grave to search out your one card. We'll put this in hand. We'll go ahead and go Promethean Princess effect, bring back Flamebirch. Duel Star effect, you'll put Poplar back, summon this one, and then link these guys off into Amblo. Turn these into Photon. And so again, you get to a point here where they have to nib you here, or else you're going to be making a Photon and they won't be able to nib you again. So kind of like Ryzeal, it's very anti-nib. The difference is all of this happens without using any Mitsu cards. This is all just off Ash. So now you get to go ahead and do your Mitsu plays. So you'll go Mitsu, summon Saji, tribute it to search out prayers, go prayers, tribute this, bring back Saji, and add Ame, Hob effect. You'll add Ritual, activate Ritual. We're going to send from deck here. Again, I like to send these two. So we'll summon out Ame here. 1-2, so we'll get Ritual back to hand and search out any follow-up we want. I like to go Saji on this. And then Ritual again, get rid of this Ame, summon out Futsu. Ame effect, summon itself back, and add Mirror, activate Mirror, get back this guy, Futsu effect, it's going to bring itself back and search. Sorry, this is engrave. You can either go for a counter trap or prayers here, or not counter, Omni trap or prayers. I like to go prayers just because I like having the guaranteed Raigeki. And then we will go ahead and overlay these. We'll just do these two first, I guess. Do these for IP, and then overlay these for Harbinger. And then you have these two in hand. So this is your final board off just normal summon Ash. You have your monster negate, you have your princess plus Ambo Whale setup, you have IP, you have your spell negate, and then you have your quick effect Raigeki and follow up as well. So all of this off of just Snake Eye Ash. So if you have other hand traps or extenders, you get to make an even bigger board. So
that seems pretty good. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Ryan, for showing this off. It's very cool. Again, kind of disappointing you didn't get to probably day 2 with this, but maybe someone will see this and
hopefully
do some cool stuff. Maybe we can get a little bit more to this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, you have been listening to Duel Radio, and see ya.